Chapter 1: The Fall. The story opens with an ebony man named Keith Raheem Farrow, a once famous hip-hop legend and business mogul, facing the lowest point of his life. We see flashbacks of Keith's rise to fame, his successful career, and his tumultuous personal life. However, everything comes crashing down when Keith loses everything in a bitter divorce and finds himself homeless, living out of his car in Arizona. Chapter 2: The Awakening. One fateful night, while Keith is passed out in his car, a mysterious alien entity in the form of mist energy enters his body, imbuing him with extraordinary powers. Keith awakens to find himself transformed into Menace O.B.E.Z, a superhero with supernatural abilities. Shocked and disoriented, Keith struggles to understand what has happened to him and what his newfound powers entail. Chapter 3: Embracing the Power. As Menace O.B.E.Z begins to experiment with his abilities, he discovers that he possesses incredible strength, speed, and agility. He can manipulate energy, fly, and even manipulate time to a certain extent. With each new discovery, Keith becomes more confident in his role as a superhero and begins to embrace his new identity. Chapter 4: The First Test. Menace O.B.E.Z's first test comes when he encounters a group of criminals terrorizing a local neighborhood. With his newfound powers, he confronts the criminals and thwarts their plans, earning the gratitude of the residents and the attention of the media. This victory marks the beginning of Menace O.B.E.Z's journey as a protector of the innocent and a defender of justice. Chapter 5: Facing Adversity. However, Menace O.B.E.Z soon realizes that being a superhero comes with its own set of challenges. He faces opposition from both ordinary criminals and superpowered villains who seek to exploit his abilities for their own nefarious purposes. Despite the dangers and obstacles he encounters, Menace O.B.E.Z remains determined to use his powers for good and protect those who cannot protect themselves. Chapter 6: The Rise of Menace O.B.E.Z. As Menace O.B.E.Z continues to fight crime and uphold justice, he becomes a symbol of hope and inspiration to the people of Arizona and beyond. His exploits capture the attention of the public and the admiration of fellow superheroes who recognize him as a force to be reckoned with. With each victory, Menace O.B.E.Z's legend grows, solidifying his place in the pantheon of Earth's greatest heroes. Chapter 7: The Final Showdown. Menace O.B.E.Z's journey culminates in a climactic showdown with a powerful supervillain who threatens to destroy the city and all its inhabitants. In a battle of epic proportions, Menace O.B.E.Z unleashes all of his powers and skills to defeat the villain and save the day. The victory comes at great personal cost, but Menace O.B.E.Z emerges triumphant, hailed as a true hero by the people he has sworn to protect. Chapter 8: The Beginning of a New Era. With the city saved and the villain defeated, Menace O.B.E.Z reflects on his journey and the lessons he has learned along the way. He realizes that being a superhero is not just about having extraordinary powers, but about using them for the greater good and making a positive impact on the world. As he looks to the future, Menace O.B.E.Z vows to continue his crusade for justice, knowing that his journey is only just beginning. This concludes part 1 of the story, chronicling the rise of Menace O.B.E.Z from a fallen hero to a beacon of hope in a world in need of salvation.